guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be starting something a little bit new. You guys are used to seeing my weekly tea basket videos or my tea basket videos, and in those I generally will have a bunch of teas and I will focus on those teas for a little while, and then they go back on my shelf and I give you guys reviews. Well, I need to really start actually sipping down some teas. And the reason for that, honestly, is just a lot of these teas that I have been in my collection for a very long time. So even if I really love them, I do feel like it's probably a good thing to sip them down. And then I can always repurchase, a fresh bag or box or whatever. Some of the teas in my stash I don't really care for, so I don't tend to focus on them. And in all honesty, I need to sip them down and get them out of the way so that I can make room for new tea. So, and another thing is too, I'm kind of wanting to like reorganize my collection, because my tea definitely is a collection for me. It's not just, something that I enjoy drinking, but I also really like, playing with how I display it and all of that. And a lot of the teas that I have in like small envelope size because they were trial sizes. And if it's something I really like, I'd like to finish that up and then get like a tin, because I just feel like that displays a lot better. So there's multiple reasons that I kind of want to start sipping down the teas. And what I'm going to do is basically, it's going to be like the weekly tea baskets, except for they're not leaving the basket and going back on the shelf. They have to be finished. Once they're in the basket, they have to be finished. So you guys will definitely see these in my empties. I'll also be giving you guys reviews as I check in though too. And I'm going to do kind of like a rolling sip down. If you're familiar with rolling like project pans in the beauty world, it's kind of the same idea. Like as you finish something, then you just pull another product in and it just keeps going and going and going. So I picked out a selection of caffeinated teas and decaf teas, and then I tried to have like some larger sizes that are probably going to take me a little while to get through, and then also smaller sizes that will kind of give me momentum and keep me motivated, because I should be able to work through those quickly. So let me go ahead and start showing you the teas. And through this whole thing, I will be pulling teas, even favorite teas, to sip through. This first batch is all from my sip down shelf. So that means that these are actually all teas that I don't really plan on purchasing again. With that being said, this has actually happened to me before, where I will think I don't care for a tea, and then I will, go to sip it down and discover that, actually it's pretty good. And then it becomes a tea that I do want to keep in my stash. So, things could change with these teas. I'll definitely let you guys know as I check in. But let's go ahead and I will start showing you the teas. We'll start with the teas that are caffeinated. So this one is one actually that I may end up changing my mind on. This is like a cult classic, and this is also a very large size, so this is going to take me a while. It's the Adagio Tea Bella Luna, and I have the full-size tin. And let me open this up. Like, I haven't really drank a whole lot of it. I think part of it is just yeah, I thought, for some reason, I thought this was supposed to be like a, like an Earl Grey with coconut, but it's just saying black tea and coconut. So maybe it's me. Maybe I just had a weird expectation when I first got this. And now that I'm aware that it's just a black tea with coconut, maybe I will see it with like a different view, because I love coconut and I love black tea. But when I originally tried this, I wasn't impressed. So it ended up on the sip down shelf. So this is one that it very well may end up back in the stash. Not this one, because this one does need finished. The fresh by date is actually August of 2024, so I do have some time on it, but I still would like to sip this down, and if I decide to get a fresh batch. So this is one that's kind of up in the air. We'll see how that goes, and that's going to take me forever to get through, you guys. There's so much tea in there. Next up, let's see. We have, this is the vanilla chai from Just Add Honey. And this one, I keep dropping my basket. Let me move it. This one has got about like that in there. So I would say probably 4 to 5 cups. So this one shouldn't take me too long. And this one too, I don't remember. I'll have to have a cup of it first, but this may be one that I can do stovetop chai, which if that's the case, it'll actually use it up quicker. So there's that. And then I have this Simpson and Vale apple cinnamon coffee cake black tea. And again, it's just in like this small envelope and it's about to here. So probably like 3 or 4 cups left in that one. And then I have 3 of these Trank Bar dandelion and elderflower black tea infusions. This was from a Sips by Box. And I believe, because there was a 4th tea bag, I believe this was in one of my tea vlogs where I tried this. So wasn't a huge fan, wasn't impressed. So I just need to sip down the other 3. And then both of these are from Sips by Boxes also, and both of these were also featured in tea vlogs that I did. The first one is this Chez Lulu, and it is the Eclair Vanilla. So this is a green tea, and it's like there. So I would say 2 to 3 cups in here. I only had the 1 cup out of it when I did the tea vlog. And then the same thing with this one. This is the cookie tea. This is the dark chocolate cookie black tea. And again, it's probably got 2 or 3 cups left in it. So those are all of the caffeinated teas that I pulled to start with. And let's do the decaf. So first up, I have this Tazo Dessert Delights Glazed Lemon Loaf. It is a box. Let's see how many are in here. Okay, pretty good stack. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 tea bags in here. And then this Teavana herbal tea. This is the spiced apple cider. And I think I've only had like 1 or 2 out of this too. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 9 still left in this. And then we have North Coast Nights, which is kind of like a sleepy time tea. This is from the Tea Lab in Cleveland. This is like quite full. Like it's all the way up to here. So this is another one. It's going to take me a little time. And then I have the South African chai from Dominion Tea. I would say there's probably 2 to 3 cups left in here. The Dulce de Leche from Dominion Tea, which is a honeybush tea. It's to there. So again, 2 to 3 teas probably. The Tiesta Tea Maui Mango. I threw this in because honestly, even though the weather is definitely getting cold, sometimes I'm still in the mood for an iced tea, and I thought this would be a really good one. And it's to about there, which honestly, if I make this into an iced tea, I'm going to say that's probably only 1 cup of iced tea. So that I should get through really quick. And then this is a Sips by Tea. It's the Tea Kitten Rooibos Vanilla Bliss. And this is one that I did in a tea vlog too. So I only had 1 cup out of here. So there's probably 2 to 3 cups left. And then the very last tea that I have is from Just Add Honey. And this is their cacao chai. So it is a caffeine-free chai. And again, I've got about that much in there. So it's probably like 3 to 4 cups, I would say. So that's what I'm going to start with. We'll see how I do. I'm hoping, like, because this first batch, all of these are teas that I'm not a huge fan of. I just hope I don't get burnt out. If I do start to get burnt out when I roll some teas in, I'll probably start pulling from like the ones I really, really like. That way I have something, you know, fun to look forward to in the basket, along with ones that I'm not so excited about. So let me know if you have any teas that you need to sip down. And if you do, my challenge would be to start sipping them down with me. And then when I do the check-ins, you can let me know in the comments how you have done. That would be really fun to see, you know, how we are all doing on it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I will see you next time.